Before we head into the video, I'd love to give a shout out to the sponsor of the channel, RL Exchange. Now, RL Exchange is a great way to buy Rocket League items and credits on any platform at the cheapest prices so that you can build your dream setup. Make sure to go and check out their website using the top link in the description and use code TXC to get yourself 3% off your order. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video, in episode 77 of Trading from Nothing all the way up to the Alpha Cap. Just before we get into the trades, I'd like to mention we're currently giving away a White Octane over on the Discord server. The link is in the description if you would like to join up. You'll have to type like 5 or 10 times to get level 1, but after that you can enter every single giveaway that we put out. Also, I just want to let you know I'm giving away a White Octane every 1,000 subscribers, so make sure to drop a sub if you haven't already. It really helps me out and it is free. As always, let's try and hit 200 likes on this episode, and let's get into the first trade of episode 77. Okay, so we're going to be hopping into the first trade of the episode, and the inventory is just shy of 170,000 credits. Now, realistically, I do want to sell some of the hard to sell items in this video because we still have both of the painted dices, which are going to be a little bit of an issue. Also, the black fireworks is going to be hard to sell, and then also the white octane is still stuck in our inventory. Now, originally I was going to do an investment with it, but it's gone down a lot and I've lost about 1,000 credits. That obviously hasn't gone too well, but in the first trade, we are going to be picking up a black standard for 2,750. Again, this is a really high demand item. I'll be able to sell it on for 2.9k pretty easily, hopefully in this episode as well. But yeah, it has a really high demand, meaning a lot of people are looking for it, and that's usually what I try and aim for nowadays. I'm going to be looking for items that have a really high demand. I'm going to be trying to pick them up for around 100 credits below their minimum value, more than that if possible, because obviously I'll be making more profit, but people are unlikely to sell their item too much below their minimum values. But we do get a really good trade here. We are paying 2.4k for a black mainframe. Now, it is tactician as well. I'm not too good with certification, so I don't end up getting too much more than the minimum value on this item. But yeah, we're paying 2.4k. The minimum is 2.9k, so already we're underpaying by 500 credits. So even if I do get the minimum value, we're getting that 500 credits profit, which is going to be really good. Now, that is a different method to what I suggested earlier. It's sort of the opposite. It was actually buying a low demand item for way below its minimum value, because obviously less people are looking for it, so people usually quick sell the hard to sell items just because they can't be bothered to look for their minimum value. So that's what I take advantage of. As you've just seen with the black mainframe, picked it up way below its minimum value. We can take advantage of that and end up getting a ton of profit. We're also picking up a white fennec. Again, this is a high demand method, so this has a really high demand. We're picking it up for 150 credits below its minimum value, and then really easily we can just go on to sell it for its minimum value. Now, I'm going to be listing up all of my posts on Xbox looking for group, as well as RL trading post and RL garage. Xbox community post, as it mentions in the name, is only on Xbox, so unfortunately other platforms don't have this luxury, and it's basically just a place where loads of Xbox players can buy and sell items. It's sort of their own trading section, and there's so many players that are always really active, and that's where I get 90% of my trade. It's really, really good, so make sure to use it if you are on Xbox. If not, you can use RL Trading Post and RL Garage. They're just Rocket League trading apps, and of course Xbox players can use this as well, but I just find that the Xbox community section is so effective for trading. We did also just pick up some black stones for 550 credits. That was really good. They are pretty hard to sell, but again, it still has a decent demand, so I believe I'll be able to sell it on for its minimum value, which is 800 credits. So we should be getting 250 credits profit on that item as well. But as I mentioned earlier, I'm usually trying to underpay by about 100 credits per item on the high demand one, so picking it up for 250 below its minimum value is going to be perfect. But yeah, the inventory is looking very solid. We still do have the very hard to sell items such as the mainframe. Well, I guess the mainframe isn't too hard to sell compared to the dices, but it's still not got a too great demand on it. The black firework is going to be hard to sell. White octane still sitting in the inventory for now. If I find an offer for its minimum value, I probably will sell it on. White solar flare is going to be pretty hard to sell, and then obviously the black sunburst probably been the item that's been around in the inventory for the longest time. We do manage to also pick up a sky blue Jordan Dragons. Again, this has a very low demand, so it probably will be quite hard to sell, but we pay 600 credits below its minimum value, and I'm pretty certain I'll be able to find its minimum value, since I've been able to sell basically every painted Jordan Dragons I've ever had for its minimum value. It will take some time, but again, I can just list it up on our garage or our trading post, just make sure that I keep refreshing those posts, and eventually I should find a buyer for that and get 600 credits profit on that item as well. And then we do pick up a sky blue Interstellar. This has been really, really good for profit. I actually find this is quite easy to sell on. A lot of other people struggle, but again, we're paying 250 credits below its minimum value. I should be able to sell it on relatively easily for its minimum value, and therefore get 250 credits profit once again. Now, I'm not going to lie, I have actually been struggling to sell a lot of items recently, especially because I believe I'm not trading at the right times right now. a lot of these trades were done around 3 to 4 p.m. when not too many people are going to be online, and then later on when I was trading at about 5 to 6 to 7, the trades were so much better. So I just want to suggest that you pick a good time to trade, because in the evenings for the UK there's so many more people online, and therefore you're going to be able to do hopefully a lot more trades, and it should be a lot better for you. I did also just sell on the Blackstone for 800 credits. That is going to be the minimum value, but we do get 250 credits profit as we originally bought it for 550, so cannot complain whatsoever with that. That was a really good trade. And then also we are selling on the black mainframe. Now, I think this is a good trade. I might have been able to get more for the tactician certification, but I looked on RL Trading Post and there were barely any posts of people trying to sell their black tactician mainframe and getting that much more for it. So I sold it for the white interstellar, which is worth 2.3k, and then also another 800 credits, which adds up to 3.1k, which I believe might be the maximum value for the black mainframe. So I can't complain about that. I know the minimum is 2.9, but I'm not exactly sure what the max price is, but we still got a really good amount of profit. We originally bought it for 2.4k, so 700 credits profit on the item in the end is going to be really good. And I also sold it on the same day really quickly, so that is going to be amazing. I also do pick up another Blackstone. Now, I sort of did this because the last one was so easy to sell on, so I thought, you know what, that was easy to sell on, let's try and get this sold for its minimum value as well. I'm not underpaying as much, but I still should be able to sell it on for its minimum value and therefore get 150 credits profit, which is still really good. I just won't complain with 150 credits profit. I'm usually trying to make around 100 to 200 credits profit per trade, so that's right in the middle, so that's going to be absolutely perfect. Also, we do pick up some black OEM. Now, recently black OEM and Blackstone have been better than they usually have, so I'm picking them up a little bit more and trying to make profit with them. I'm paying 850. The minimum value is 1.1k, so again 250 credits below its minimum value, and I believe I should be able to sell it on for its minimum value, no problem at all, because like I said, I believe they're selling a little bit easier than they were maybe a week or so ago. And also, like I previously did mention, I'm sort of struggling to sell on my items right now. So for the majority of this video, I've just been buying them in. So the inventory has grown a lot. But I'm mainly trying to target the easier to sell items. So for example, that black OEM, the Blackstone, I believe they'll sell on pretty easily. And also some other items such as this Interstellar, which I'm buying in for 800 credits. This should be a very easy flip. Interstellar has a really high demand, so I should be able to sell this on really easily and get 100 credits profit. Now, I know it's not a lot of profit, but this is probably one of the easiest items to sell on in the game right now, so it's going to be the easiest profit I've basically ever made, even though it's not that much. And it is finally time to get rid of the white octane. I tried to get as much as possible for this item because realistically I've lost quite a lot on it, so I thought, you know what, let's just try and get back as much as possible. But we are selling on the white octane. It is Guardian as well, but that is one of the worst certifications. That's going to add basically nothing to the item, but we are going to be selling on for 8.3k. As I'm recording this video, it's 8,000 credits minimum value. This is slap bang in the middle, and knowing my luck, it's going to go up after this video is posted, so not great, but we still get it sold. In the next episode, I'm going to try my hardest to get rid of as many items as possible. I do want to start clearing out the inventory, but we have also bought a few hard to sell items today, which probably will not make it a lot easier for me, but we are going to be picking up another black OEM, and I believe we pay 900 credits for this one. Yeah, I should be able to sell it on for its minimum value, hopefully in the next episode. I'm going to try and get rid of both of the black OEMs and also the Blackstone. Realistically, I'm also going to try and get rid of all of the easier to sell items first. What I like to do when I've got a stacked inventory is start with the easiest to sell items and then slowly work my way up to the harder to sell items, just so that I'm getting trades as quickly as possible and I can actually keep on getting this content out, because I am trying to stay consistent with daily uploads. But anyway, that is going to be it for this video. As always, let's try and go for 200 likes. Comment Alpha Cap if you made it this far. Also, let me know how you are making your profit recently, whether you're doing high demand trades, buying high demand items, flipping them really quickly, or you're doing the other method, buying low demand items for way below their minimum value and then just waiting to sell them on, or something else, because I know a lot of you guys will use different methods that I do. But anyway, as always, thank you for watching to the end of the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.